Hello and welcome back to the Pub Test Pocket Series. This is episode 2 of... What's the title?
This one?
Yeah.
I'll die on this hill.
I'll die on this hill. So this is a bold prediction for 2024. Obviously still early in January. Or not early in January, but it's early January, the month. So this is one that don't quote us later on in the season. But we're just going left field, having a bit of fun, letting it loose.
Don't quote us unless we get it right.
Yeah.
And then you can quote us.
But it's not like this is not serious. This is semi-joking.
But we still, I think we still get held account to it. But
Definitely.
It's not like if we look back, when we look back at our predictions at the end of the season, if we get this wrong, we're not like, oh, it's a bad one.
Yeah. It's half taking the piss.
Like our ladder, I want to be judged on our ladder prediction and stuff. But this one's like, yeah, I believe it's going to happen. But if it doesn't, you've gone risky on purpose. So I think we should hold each other account for if it's not bold enough.
Yep. So die on this hill is this episode, a bold prediction, and we'll see how it goes. So I'll start off because mine is a bit long-winded and wordy. You guys have a little bit of a nicer one. So let me explain this. One of either two teams that made the 8 last year will not make the 8. And it'll be Carlton or what was the other team? GWS will not make the 8 this year. Mm-hmm. So the second half of their season was fantastic, but the first half was terrible for both their seasons. Whose will reflect which half of their season? One of them, at least one, will be shithouse, and last season they just got it right for 6 months or for half the season. But in actual fact, the rest of the time, the truth was in the first half of their season.
I like this.
So I believe that one of those two teams will die on that hill of being shit.
I like this because I'm not going to tell you who, but I've got one of those teams sliding. Because I think that one of them, I don't want to pick two, one of them I think got through on, not heart, but got through on momentum, and they just kind of got a run on, and I don't think that's a I don't think that's a proper representation on their side. So I don't want to reveal, but I like it because, I think a lot of it was just momentum, just vibe, just flow.
That's exactly the word I was looking for, momentum. I think one of them just got a win, got a second one, rolled on, turned into 4 wins, 5 wins, 6 wins. And maybe what was really the truth of their season was really in the first half. We just forgot about it because they got momentum. So,
Riley, what are your thoughts on that one?
I like it because we know that some teams have to come out, don't they?
Yeah.
And you look at other teams in that top 8 and you don't see where the drop-off comes from. It's a really good call that one of them is going to, because GWS more so than Carlton, personally for me, on paper, it's not overly strong. GWS is a good defence, but there was a lot of just Toby Green mastery that in big moments got them through.
And a Toby Bedford, can he have the same season again?
True.
Like, fantastic, but semi-unknown, or quite unknown. So and did a fantastic job for a long time, but can he get that momentum again and do all the same things?
Yeah.
Are you willing to
Say a team?
commit to one of the two more than the other? Do you have more doubts?
It's pretty much exactly what we said.
Right.
Carlton has it feels more set and solid and in stone. GWS, I can see some stuff kind of mixing. Like, same thing that you said, Toby Green has to kick a bag. Like, can Jesse Hogan back up his play? He's very talented, but he's quite injury prone. Can they incorporate an Aaron Cadman? Like, there's a few more questions around them. I think Carlton's a bit more set around their side, so I think they'll be in the 8. But, I think GWS will have a bit harder of a time.
I like that.
Very good. Tommy?
All right. Now, my bold prediction is Longmuir will not be coaching Freo come the buys.
Ooh,
The buys.
I like that.
Now, my
like
original
that.
thought was round 20. So I think he will, by the end of the season, there will be a assistant coach will be coaching Freo for the last few games of the season. Now this could backfire because they have enough stars to prove me wrong, but their forward line was already a shambles, and now they've lost their best forward in Lockie Schultz. I believe unless Jai Miss kicks 40 plus goals, they will not kick a score, and I don't care how many inside 50s Brayshaw and Sarong give you, they're still going to be shit. So they can make the 8 here, but I believe that he will get, and maybe through no fault of his own, I'm not sure how many decisions regarding Schultz and that how many decisions are his fault and how many are not. But my bold would say the buys. I'd be pretty safe to say by round 20 he won't be coaching.
I like that. It's a good prediction.
It is. You've doubled down on Freo, haven't you? After last year.
Free hater.
Got it out for him, mate. Jesus.
But I've got him low and low. So, yeah, I think that he will get sacked at some point.
He can't have another bad season, can he?
He can't. Like, he physically cannot. So that's why I think since he had such a bad one last year, and the fact they made the 8th year before, for me, gives them less leg room because they've shown they're a good side. They've got to do it again. And they didn't do it last year, so that's why I don't think he gets to the end of the season. Then they let him go. I think they'll let him go beforehand if it's bad.
That would be massive. That's a massive tick if you get that.
You could have done West in shambles. Both coaches won't be there by buys.
Yeah, so that's also not a bad call. Especially I don't think Simpson being gone by the buy, it would be a bold take, but. Yeah, I'm going big on him. I don't like my friend. I'll tell you right now, if I get it right, boys, I'm starting the podcast every week saying, yeah, boys. Nostradamus Centurino over here, if that happens, but we'll see.
Gets one prediction right. No, in fairness, that'd be a huge one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Riley?
Now, I think Hawthorn will finish higher than Richmond in season 2024.
I do too.
Is that bold?
Well,
I've got him above them as well, fairly.
I don't say it's
you don't
bold.
think it's bold?
No.
Yeah, I got Richmond very low, so I wouldn't say it's bold.
What would you think? I don't give you a ladder, but are we talking 16 and Richmond 17? Are we talking?
No.
How many more wins are you
just
saying they'll
missing
get?
the
Let's say, for context, Richmond had 3 more wins than Hawthorn last year. Richmond 13th, Hawthorn was 16th.
I'll say, okay, I'll change it. Hawthorn will win 2 more games than Richmond this year.
Okay.
I don't hate it.
Thank you.
It's very possible.
I've got that happening too.
Yes.
Already.
Yep. I'll tell you right now, I've got that happening.
Lock it in, Eddie.
Well, Richmond, first off, Richmond, new era under Adam Uze. They lose Cochin. They lose Rewalt. A lot of their stars up top are aging. Their midfield injury prone. Prestia, Hopper, what's his face? Taranto, really good. Kane Corns' mate. Is he a guy who really is the best player on a really good team? Probably not. He's just not that type of guy. They bring in Jacob Kaczynski to help out Tom Lynch. Don't think that moves the needle at all. They're going to be so reliant on Tom Lynch.
He's not playing for the first couple of rounds.
Yeah, well, that's another story, isn't it? Yeah, the injury issues with him. They've got a lot of young guys who we saw on the big stage actually crumble in close situations. I really just feel that this is a reset year for them. And then on the other side of things, Hawthorn, then it's not so much guys they've got in. It's just, I feel, natural improvement from within.
Yeah.
And a little bit more polish across the board. They took some massive scalps last year. They beat Brisbane, Collingwood, took it up to a lot of really good teams. Played in some great games, some of the better games of the season. But at times just lacked polish because they were so young. So you'll see guys like Will Day, Josh Ward, Weddle. They'll really start to come into their own. They bring in Jack Ginnivan. Jath had just an injury-riddled year, really. He'll be back. He's really important for them. So, yeah, again, it sort of bounces off the John Newcombe pick in one of the other pockets that we had. But just really, really high on what they can do. And Sam Mitchell seems to have proper buy-in from the group. I think they're building something really special. It might be a big call, but we really could be seeing the start of something super special here in 4 or 5 years down the track.
I like it. I like it too. I've got that happening. I'm not sure about 2 wins, but I've definitely got Hawthorn above Richmond. That'll be a fact.
I almost went Hawthorn to finish higher than Geelong, but I thought
that would be bold.
That would be bold.
Yeah, Jesus. I was about to say Cats fan high on Hawthorn. What?
I know. I hate it. But, yeah, I almost did say Hawks to finish higher than the Cats, but I physically can't do that. That's just... That is criminal.
That yeah. But I just think, like you said, I'll wrap it up. But I think if all Richmond's guns play, then that's at risk. But that just won't happen, will it? It just won't happen.
No.
It's proven for years that the players just get injured.
If Prestia plays 20 games, I'll buy a Dion Prestia jersey.
Yeah, it just won't. And if Tom Lynch will not play the season, he just won't. But their over and under wins is 10.5. That's be a separate episode. I probably be hammering under.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Free
Whoever
monies.
wins, yeah.
Isn't that what they won last year?
10.
Yeah.
So you reckon they're going to do better than last year?
You're kidding me.
With Tom Lynch out for the first 3 weeks.
Gee whiz. No way. New coach, new system.
Yeah. No.
They still have Shea Bolton and Dustin Martin. They're pretty good.
An old Dusty.
It still was very good last
Still
year.
pretty good, yeah. But there you go.
But it is
Yeah.
tough. Lovely. 10 minutes on the dot.
Perfect.
Love it.
Please, we'll keep putting these on the socials. So please let us know if you have any bold predictions early, like some Feb early predictions. Oh, sorry, bold predictions. We can even read them out if you want to.
Yeah.
We'll chuck them on our socials. We'll discuss some that you guys like, and just own them, and we'll talk about them on the pod.
Yep.
Yeah,
Love
like
it. Share and tell us. Tell us and we will share them and rate them. And I'll give you a thumbs up or thumbs down. So
Nice.
thanks for listening to another Pub Test Pocket.
Ciao.